Monday, August the 2nd. Today we're going to dig into the relative strength index and the MACD indicator. Today's video is going to complement the video I did the other day that went into the Bollinger Bands and the Ichimoku Cloud. If you're new to this little known channel, be sure to click on subscribe and hit the notification icon. While you may be new to this channel is an old one with videos going back all the way to 2015. There are loads and loads of videos that explain the trading system that I work with. And while I can't explain it all in a short video like there is today, be sure to head over to the website intro-to-cryptos.ca, scroll down a little bit, put your email address in, and you'll get the free training 27-minute webinar and a 30-page study guide that goes along with it so that you understand the entire trading system that I'm talking about here. Now let's jump into these indicators and talk about what I'm expecting prices to do and why. What I'm really wanting prices to do is to come back and do a 50% retracement from this top here, pull back, give us a 1, 2, 3 formation, and then start to take off. This is where I'll start building my long positions. But if it doesn't play out that way, I have to be prepared for what might come next. As you can see with these red lines here on the relative strength index on the hourly time frame, that each time we had a surge up, we had the relative strength index building down and then springing up, building down and then springing up. So we could be at the point now where prices could be springing up. And if the relative strength index is breaking out on these time frames, I'll be paying attention to that as a spring up. Now I want to go to the 4-hour time frame. We can see that we have more of a wedge building up here. And I want to draw this back and take a look at what happened with the 4-hour relative strength index in the last uptrend. It's easy to see that the 4-hour relative strength index consolidated down before every one of the big moves up, even pulled down a little bit deeper here, a little bit deeper, but as it broke that trend line, then prices really started to spring up from this point. If the relative strength index on the 4-hour time frame continues to make its way downward from here, I'll keep watching for this trend line to be broken as it pulls back. And when that is broken and it starts to spring out, that's when we know that the pullback has completed, that we are done that pullback and that we're going to be taking off. The 1-hour time frame gives us a bit more insight too. So these are some of the things I'll be watching for and talking about over in our Discord chat. When I go into the MACD indicator here on the 1-hour time frame, you can see I've got a horizontal line built along here that we were watching for as the price topped out and came back up underneath that horizontal line, tested and failed a little bit. Then I was watching the 1-hour MACD. As soon as this crosses over and shows strength and breaks that same type of trend line as an RSI, as prices are breaking and coming up above here, if we have that MACD crossing over, then that's going to be really bullish. If this crosses back negative, then I'm expecting this to come back and give us a little bit more of a consolidation. It's important to pay attention to the 4-hour MACD. It has already crossed negative. We saw this divergence here as prices were going up. It crossed negative before we broke down lower, and it hasn't turned around to cross positive again yet. Even more important is to look at the 12-hour MACD. It has crossed negative at this top formation right at the same time that we broke down below this parallel channel that had been building up. So with all of those different things, I'm watching to see the 1-hour time frame MACD cross positive, then the 4-hour be pulled to cross positive, and the 12-hour to cross positive, and all of those are going to be some really positive indicators for me. If the 4-hour keeps going negative, if the 1-hour crosses back negative again, then I'm expecting this price to pull down. So those are the things I'm watching for in the relative strength index and the MACD indicator. If you go to the home page of this channel, click on this 10 times in value video, and I'll go through the Ichimoku Cloud and the Bollinger Bands and explain what I'm thinking is happening in the long term. And there's some really amazing chart examples going on there. And finally, in that video from a couple days ago, I go over why I think Bitcoin is going to go up 10 times in value and what part of the chart is explaining that. And if you like what's going on in this channel, help me grow it. Hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon so that you know when the next video is out. And I'll finish up with a teaser for what's coming up in tomorrow's video. This is Bitcoin dominance in the candles and Bitcoin price in the orange. As Bitcoin price made the $20,000 high in December 2017, Bitcoin dominance was dropping big time. This means that altcoins were getting a lot of money coming into them at the same time that Bitcoin was getting a lot of money coming in. And we've seen the same thing happen now through 2021. Altcoins got a lot of money coming in as Bitcoin dominance was dropping at the same time that Bitcoin got a lot of money coming in. And let me zoom in now on the 4-hour bars. We're going to take a closer look at exactly what's going on with Bitcoin dominance and how we are going to be able to tell if money is flowing into cryptos and Bitcoin or if it is flowing out and into cash. And of course, the cryptocurrencies are going to get squeezed by the fiat currency system because fiat is failing and the new world order of money is setting up. So looking into these charts, we can actually see where the money is flowing into or out of alts. And I'll explain that in a video tomorrow. Thanks again for tuning into this more brief, punchy format of video. We'll see you tomorrow.